before we dive into the fascinating world of yeast infection curable recipes, let's lose no time and grab some essentials from the previous video. It's on our YouTube channel. Seriously, you should totally subscribe, and if you're enjoying this content, give us a like and subscribe. One treatment you can try is baking soda. Like any kitchen staple, it's a seemingly innocuous component of your life until you realize its surprising health benefits. Baking soda is a natural antacid and antifungal that helps disrupt candida growth, a fungal infection linked to a potentially chronic and recurring yeast infection. Make a paste with baking soda and water and gently insert it using a tampon or applicator for at least 2 hours before rinsing it out. Now, tea tree oil, a natural antifungal, is another cure-all that can counter the infection by promoting blood flow, killing fungi, and calming irritated skin. Using a few drops of tea tree oil in a warm bath or mixed with coconut oil for topical application is an effective way to put an end to fungal infections. Apple cider vinegar is an anti-inflammatory remedy often utilized for healing ailments from digestive issues to sunburns, among other uses. To safely treat a yeast infection using apple cider vinegar, dip a tampon into a mixture of water and apple cider vinegar and use it like you would a standard tampon. A healthy and nutritious diet consisting of whole grains, fiber, and more immune boosting foods can also safeguard you against fungal infections. Fruits like pomegranate, berries, and guava contain antioxidants and essential nutrients that nourish your body and eliminate bacteria and fungi plaguing your system. Greek yogurt, being high in lactobacillus, is usually used to improve digestion, but in the case of a yeast infection, acts as a shield to offensively beat those awful bacteria back with nourishing probiotics. Turmeric is another vital addition. Including the spice in your preventive routine may also fend off liver inflammation. Preventing this clarity among numerous home remedies alleviates the difficulty of choosing the right approach, making waiting for a doctor before confirming a cure plausible. Always use moderation when implementing multiple treatments, especially the one involving the hummus joke. Trying to control yeast infections without coordinating everything under strict implementation might help quashing fungal infections, but ultimately lead you to say the most unfortunate tea-related joke. Why did the sugar go to the doctor?
Here's a rewritten version of the text, easy to read from the prompter.
Moana 2, song swapping surprise. The highly anticipated sequel to Moana is finally here, but as Raven-Symoné, a star of the new film, reveals, it almost looked very different. It seems like you may, if you can't practice the change, if you may look like you don't talk about this music from the family-friendly TV series to a full-length feature film, Moana 2 has undergone significant changes that have impacted the beloved soundtrack. So we, in a surprising U-turn, the filmmakers replaced many of the original songs that were set to make the cut in the film. While it is not clear how many songs were ultimately replaced, Raven-Symoné hints at the significant number of rewrites and changes that impacted the movie's musical aspect. this sea change from as the movie transitions from a TV series, all the musical elements have had to be reworked to synchronize with the film's new style. Uh, the behind the scenes story is full of surprises, but it seems it all paid off in the end. Fans can finally enjoy Moana 2 uh, in all its glory. Until next time, it would be Um, you could also add a closing line with your name and with it being end of the section or the show. Let me know if you'd like me to make any adjustments. It seems you started to describe an article or news report about the upcoming Moana 2 film. You mentioned that it was originally intended to be a series on Disney Plus, but was later transformed into a full-length feature film. You also mention that some changes have been made to the storyline, including the replacement of songs. Um, would you like to continue writing the article, or would you like me to help you summarize it or generate some writing ideas? It looks like you provided a passage from an article and asked me to summarize with no specific request. Uh, formatic formatic method all policy. I'll break down the main points, key points. One, clock. The soundtrack for Moana 2, written by Emily Bear and Abigail Barlow, was a collaborative effort in like a DB in the duo mentioned having to make changes to their score, including abandoning some melodic ideas they liked, described as darlings that are in the ground. And they believed that the changes ultimately improved the final product. So the decision to modify the score was a learning process requiring them to know when to stand up for their ideas and when to let go. Uh, uh, five, the article mentions the transformation of a TV series script into a full-length film, but it does not provide further details on this point. Let me know if you would like me to clarify or expand on any of these points. According to fellow director Jason Hand, the choice to make the movie a film rather than a TV show was made after they previewed clips and found that that was one content consistently appeared to demand a large screen viewing. It really allowed us a bigger sandbox. And I think artistry wise, we were able to put more up on screen. So that was really exciting. He commented, looking back now, it's almost as if can hardly recall its life as a television program. It feels as though it was destined to grace the big screen all along. The movie's director's Dana LeDoux Miller admitted that she was, quote, underestimating the effort required during the initial phase.